If you're anything like me, sometimes the best therapy is getting away and building some Lego. And that's why today we're going to be talking about the top 3 Lego Star Wars sets for beginners. Hey everyone, my name is Jacob. Welcome into Jar's Toy Emporium, and today we're going to be changing it up a little bit. Most of you guys that have watched my channel, you know we have been exclusively a Funko channel, but that all changes today. Today, I wanted to sit down and talk about 3 Lego Star Wars sets that I think are perfect for beginners. So whether you are a person that's been building for a long time in the community, or maybe it's something you've been thinking about, wanting to dabble in a little bit, but didn't know where to get started, this will be the perfect video for you. Now, I know most of you guys watching this video are mainly Funko collectors, but if you're anything like me, there is a lot of other things I like to collect. I'm a big Lego collector. I like collecting comics. I even like collecting Hot Wheels, which I'm sure a lot of you guys had no idea about. However, this is a great chance for me to expand a little bit of our channel and be able to talk about some other things that I really enjoy and some things I always intended to have here on the channel. Now, I know a big thing for people when they start thinking about doing a new hobby or anything like that is price. The best thing about the sets I'm going to be showing you guys today is they are all very affordable. They're very quick to build, so they're not a big time investment, and they should be very fun and actually give you some technical difficulty sometimes, and also sometimes just be some very straightforward builds. I know when I first started collecting Lego or starting to dabble in a little bit, I was really concerned about how much things were going to cost and how much time it was going to take me to build. As you all know, we only have so much time in the day and we only have so much money in our wallets. Usually we have to be very picky about what we do, whether we're going to buy a Funko product, maybe a Lego product. If you're a video gamer, you might want to buy some gaming products. However, the thing I'm going to show you guys first is actually the thing that got me into Lego, and that is none other than probably one of my favorite Lego products still to this day, BrickHeadz. Now, this awesome BrickHead right here is actually the Mandalorian. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of him right here. This is a great set, and I definitely think it's one that if you're new to Lego, you want to build something small, but you want to have a nice little display piece, these BrickHeadz are awesome. Now, this one actually comes in a 2-pack, and it comes in that 2-pack with this awesome little Grogu right here. Now, we hate on Grogu a little bit on the channel, but I really do appreciate this Lego for what it is, coming with his little carrying case, his little stroller type ordeal, his galactic stroller, I guess we could call it. This is a really great little set, and it pairs perfectly with the Mandalorian. Now, again, these things are very cheap. Usually you can find a single pack of them, if it's not one that comes in a 2-pack, for right around $15. And again, these do not take a very long time to build. One of my more recent BrickHeadz builds, and actually one of my favorite in my collection today, is actually this Tusken Raider. As you guys can see, these have a lot of great detail on them, especially for such a cheap little Lego figure. They have a lot of fun building technique, and if it's something that you actually learn to enjoy, building Lego becomes a thing you want to do more often. These are actually a really great way to learn how to do certain little techniques. These kind of have a little bit of a outside building experience where they're very solid figures. There's actually not a hollowness to these, so you get to learn a little bit about that, and I just think they look really cool. Now, I think the thing that originally drew me to BrickHeadz so much was the fact that they are very similar looking to Funkos. They kind of have that bigger head, the little bodies, and they're kind of shaped like a Funko product in a way. I'm a big fan of the BrickHeadz, and I think if you guys haven't had a Lego that you want to build, I think this is definitely a good gateway into it. Another BrickHead in my collection, I think it's one of my favorites as well, and obviously with all the things we have going on right now, is this amazing Ahsoka BrickHead right here. Again, this is one you can find for right around $15 usually. Looks really, really cool, and I'm, like I said, a big fan of the BrickHeadz. Now, if you do really enjoy the BrickHeadz and it's something you want to continue to build, obviously you can find sometimes a 2-pack. There's a Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi 2-pack out there. There's also some that are a little bigger, such as this 5-pack right here that I have not got to build yet, and this is actually a really cool one because it's the Battle of Endor Heroes. As you guys can see, we have Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Lando Calrissian, we have a little Ewok Wicket right here, and we have Princess Leia. So if it is something you're enjoying and you're like, you know what, I want more BrickHeadz, but I also want something that goes together, Lego does a really great job of giving us these little sets like this that obviously they all go together because they're all part of the Battle of Endor, and I just think that is a really great way to get introduced into Lego. Now, I know if you guys know any friends or you do keep up with Lego a little bit but you haven't started buying any, people get super excited for the big new sets, usually the ones with $100 price tags, usually even more than that. But one thing that I always get very excited for, and sometimes even more excited than those larger sets, are actually some of the tiniest sets you can buy from Lego Star Wars, and that is these right here. Now, these are little micro fighters, and they're supposed to resemble Lego Star Wars ships. This one actually resembles the Millennium Falcon, as you guys can see right there. They actually have some really cool detail, and it's really easy to tell what ship this is resembling. Hopefully the camera camera's picking it up well so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. They usually come with one little minifigure, which is really cool. One thing that the BrickHeads don't come with is a minifigure, but that's okay because you kind of are still getting that character just in a different form. This one comes with Chewbacca right here, and I'm a big fan of this microfighter. There's a lot of great microfighters coming out in the future, and we just got some new ones such as the Mandalorian and his N1 Starfighter. If you guys watched my recent Funko video, we just talked about that Funko Pop that came out, so obviously that one's a really cool piece if it's something you wanted to display next to that pop if you happen to get it. But there's some other ones such as Boba Fett and his starship. The microfighters are some of my favorite, and again, very, very cost effective. Usually, again, you can find these guys for around $15 to $20, and they are some of my favorites to build. These ones literally take you 10 to 15 minutes, so if you really just have a very short time, maybe on your lunch break at work you wanted to do something, or maybe just winding down at the end of the day right before you go to bed, microfighters are a very good way to end the day. Alright, so maybe you're watching this video and you're like, Jacob, I've seen those BrickHeads, I've seen the microfighters, I want to get into LEGO, but again, there's still a huge price jump between these $15, $20 sets all the way up to those $100 sets. What do you have for me that's in between? Well, I have some very good selections for you, and actually one of my favorite sets I have ever built. Now, as you guys know, I just said I am newer to LEGO, so there's a lot of sets I haven't had a chance to get my hands on, a lot of different techniques, a lot of different movements and things I haven't really got to work with. However, I do have some really great sets in that medium range price point that I think are really, really great. If you don't want to start with microfighters, you don't want to start with BrickHeads, you do want to kind of jump in a little bit more head first and really get to experience some LEGO. The first set I want to talk about, in a set that I could not recommend to you guys anymore, is actually Luke Skywalker and his X-Wing. This set right here has been one of my favorite sets I have built to date. Not only seeing the ship come together, but just some cool things like the movement that this one has. When you click on the top of this little button right here, it actually opens up the X-Wings. I did not do that myself. That is a little kind of button, a little push tab that you can do to open it up yourself, and then all you got to do to close them is just push back down on the wings, and they all four close together. This set, when I built it, I had such a good time. Now, one big thing I have to mention, it is really fun to build with people. When I built this set, I was actually building with my wife, my sister, and her boyfriend, and I had an absolutely great time. So again, if you're wanting something to do with some friends, couldn't recommend LEGO anymore. However, this set right here for $40 is amazing. Not only do you get a sweet, I mean, look at this movement. That is so cool for a $40 set, in my opinion. Maybe it's because I'm new to LEGO. Maybe it's because I haven't got to see a lot of cool sets. This set right here has me so excited. Now, one of the big things that us LEGO collectors love is minifigures. Minifigures are very important. Minifigures can get very expensive, and sometimes they are what drives the price of a LEGO set way up after it goes off of the regular market. Now, again, as if I didn't like this set enough just for what it is, I love X-Wings. I think they are one of the coolest ships in Star Wars, and I already showed you guys the movement, and as much as I want to pick it up and open the X-Wings up again, I will hold off on it for now. This set actually comes with 4 minifigures, and for $40 with a set that has movement is actually a pretty good scale size set. I mean, this is not a small set. This is a pretty cool, pretty great size set. It comes with 4 minifigures. The first one being Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing outfit. I'll try to get that a little closer so you guys can see it there. Really, really great minifigures. Got some printing on his chest, which is really cool. I do wish they would have put some printing on his arms, which if you guys start collecting LEGO, you will realize how much more intricate some of these minifigures can get. However, the detail on his helmet is just absolutely spectacular. I'm a huge fan of this minifigure. I think it is very cool. And obviously, if it's Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, you have to have an R2-D2. Super, super cool that we got an R2 in this set. Absolutely love it. And then it also came with this Princess Leia and this little minifigure right here. These are super, super cool. Hopefully you guys can see them good. I know it's a little harder because these guys are so tiny to see. Minifigures are awesome, and if you come to start enjoying LEGO, it'll almost be the best part of buying a new set. When you see that new set come out, everyone wants to know what minifigures come with it. I think this X-Wing for $40 with 4 minifigures and some really, really good ones is an awesome entry point at a little bit more of a medium price. Now, one of my favorite sets in my entire collection, and another one that is very affordable, is actually this Anakin Skywalker Jedi Starfighter. This set is super cool, and while it doesn't have a button that you can use to open up his wings, you can manually open up these little things right here. And anytime LEGO has these cool little abilities like that, they kind of give the ship a little bit more, you know, maybe shelf presence, which these ones are a little harder to open up on a shelf unless you buy some stands, which is something we might talk about here in the future. This one is really, really a cool set. Obviously, Anakin Skywalker, much like Luke, is going to come with a little R2-D2 minifigure, which actually fits perfectly right down in this little spot right here, right where he would have been in the movie. And then it actually comes with the Anakin Skywalker minifigure, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. It is a great minifigure. As you guys can see, he's kind of got his little responder on that he talks to Obi-Wan Kenobi through. Really, really great set right here. But one thing, like I said, this one is a little harder to find on shelves because they do not make it anymore. And if you do happen to want to go for something like that, you actually can still kind of find this set right here, which I haven't had a chance to build. This is actually Obi-Wan Kenobi in his Jedi Starfighter with some really, really great minifigures in it. This one actually comes with 3 minifigures instead of 2, so you're getting a little bit better value out of this one than you would the Anakin Skywalker one. This one comes with an Obi-Wan Kenobi, an R4-P17, which was his droid in Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, and then it comes with a Taun We, which again, if you remember Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, really cool minifigure, and I think this might be one of the only sets you can get a Taun We in, so a pretty cool exclusive minifigure to get. However, looks very, very cool right here. And then if you wanted to display your Obi-Wan a little differently, he actually comes with a hooded version right there on the back of the box that you guys can see, so you could swap his hair out and put his hood on if that's something you're interested in, to keep that Kamino weather out of his awesome, awesome hair. Guys, that's going to do it for my recommendations of the top 3 LEGO Star Wars sets for beginners. Not only do we have some beginner sets in there, but I feel like we got some good sets for some of you that might be a little more experienced, that want to try something a little more challenging, to have a little more technicality to them. We have some really cool sets such as that X-Wing, which you guys, I love that set. So if you've been on the fence about it, you've been waiting to see a review or been being told if maybe you should pick it up, don't wait any longer. I don't think that set will be on the shelves too much longer either. It is a fabulous set, really, really great, very fun to build. Again, I know this is different from our usual Funko content, but I'd love to see down in the comment section below if any of you guys actually collect Lego as well. I know a lot of people in the Slapshot Pop community collect Lego, and I know a lot of you guys are a part of that community as well. So go down in that comment section. Let me know if you guys are Lego collectors just like I am. Let me know what one of your favorite sets I showed today was, or if you guys have some other recommendations for maybe those Lego builders out there that haven't got a chance to build any. They want to be Lego builders, they're still learning, they're still on the fence about it. Go down in that comment section below. Let them know they should start building Lego because it is absolutely a blast, and then tell them some of your favorite beginner sets that you think would be great if you're brand new to Lego. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping into Jar's Toy Emporium, and I will see you next time. Bye.